Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, it's Wednesday. We got some things to talk about. First, let's cover the things that are currently running, and then we're going to talk about what's coming. Most especially Urcann's tail. So why don't we first look at the MYST maze. Alright, so earlier today we had the 30% discount. That was like 4 hours ago. One day, 18 hours. Always remember that. And you can see that it didn't really get very far. I only had, I think, about 1,700 coins left. My enthusiasm for these mazes drops quickly after we get the limited path. And of course, the limited path had quite a surprise for us, for those who participated, in that it was a lot easier to get Glam Head. As a matter of fact, if you went the way you normally did and completed the whole path, you got an extra 60 cells for him. But it certainly was a lot easier to get the first 100. So that was actually pretty darn good. Very, very friendly indeed. It does show, however, that the power of these monsters is not going to necessarily be getting the base monster. It's going to be how far can you rank him up. So an extra 60 cells is definitely going to help along the way with that. You never know. Maybe he pops up in a path. We have a couple of those coming up on the weekend, so yeah, that's pretty good indeed. All right, so this is going to go for another day and 14 hours and 7 minutes at the time of recording. And if there is anything else you want to get in here, I don't think we'll see any big discounts. You might see a random 10% discount or something like that. But I do think we're done. And of course, after this, we're going to be getting another event on Friday. We'll talk about that in a minute because I want to stick with what we got now, and then I want to talk a little bit about tomorrow. All right, so what else do we have? Well, we have a WYRMLAD challenge. This is an opportunity, of course, to get cells of WYRMLAD. If you don't have WYRMLAD, this is an opportunity to get WYRMLAD. I would strongly suggest pushing very hard to get WYRMLAD if you do not have WYRMLAD. But in my case, I do have WYRMLAD. He's 105. If I get that 30, I'm just going to rank mine up to 110. You know, even if I don't get that 30, I'm still going to rank it up to 110. Because I have about 340 light cells sitting around, so I'm thinking, yeah, WYRMLAD. Because after all, WYRMLAD is one of the best legendaries in the game. Being an elite and also being all kinds of awesome as well. So yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing. But like I said, if you don't have WYRMLAD, this is your opportunity to get him, and it's pretty hard not to do that. He just has so many great things. Your big problem is going to be choosing them, right? Just getting 4 skills. That's really the big challenge with him. Anyway, like I said, this is an opportunity either to rank him up or to actually get him in the first place. And of course, there's some birthday tickets in there if you get that far. Anyway, that's something that is running, and it's going to be going for another day and 14 hours at the time of recording. All right, and of course, we do have, and this was a little bit off guard here. Can you believe this? We have a 72-hour maid. Caught me off guard, like, wow. And we seem to be doing angels this time. All right, up the middle, Ragnall, he's very good. Mine's up to 105, but for me, yeah, I'm going for Remiel. That's definitely going to be it. And as a matter of fact, you can just wonderfully see the look that I'm having. Notice all the gems are still there? Yeah, it is. You know what's really funny? I was spending extra coins in the previous one, and I think it was Hyperia. Hold on a second. Let's just step back for a minute. You know, on the far left here, right? I was just trying to get to the gems because I drained everything else in the previous one. It was the one, I believe, where Clevia was there. Was that the one? Or no. It was the one when we had the metal guys. And I was trying to get just whatever I could. And there was about 13 or 14 squares left. And I got the 2-star epic. And I'm like, can I get that for one of these guys? Because, you know, Remiel, he's going to be the last one. I guarantee it. He's going to be the last card. And if it is, that means I'm not going to get him because I can't raise that many. But yeah, these are pretty good. Obviously, I'm talking about the legendaries. I mean, if you want to grab some stuff in there, you know, epics really aren't very useful anymore, even if they are 2-starred. The other two, very good indeed. I don't have Remiel, which is the reason I'm going for him, but I hear he's pretty good, especially if he's ranked up, right? All right, so that's something we got going. All right, now, why don't we just talk about something that is going to be coming up, And I'm scrolling down for it because they hide these for some reason. I have no idea why there he is, Urcann. So let's talk about Urcann's tail here. Now you can see that I have all the little gathering tokens here, right? I have at least 5 of each of them. Let's face it, if you even try a little, you do too, right? Because, I mean, they were giving cases away with 1 of each. There's the second token dungeon, which is open right now. You can get 2 of each if you complete it. So, yeah, I mean, that's not the real challenge here. The real challenge, of course, is having the gems to actually complete it. And I'm a little leery in terms of my own position. I got pretty well drained in the race. So I don't know if I have enough gems to actually complete this. So I'm going to have to be a little bit weary of this because I wouldn't want to blow all my gems and then not get him. So we'll have to see how that works out. Anyway, Urcann. Who is Urcann? Well, let's talk about Urcann. Okay, Urcann is basically a Thunder support individual. This is the way they describe it. With boosting, damage boosting. And that's pretty accurate. It is. It's pretty accurate. He's definitely kind of supporty. And, yeah, well, let's go over his skills. All right, first talk about his stats. His life is actually kind of middle of the road, so that's not too bad. He's not frail or anything like that. He's not tanky, but he's not frail, right? His power, once again, kind of middle of the road towards the lower end there, you know, with approaching 5,400. You know, he's not going to kill anybody with damage, but he's going to inflict a little bit of pain there, you know? Definitely not so bad. All right, his speed is, of course, where he excels. He has a very good speed, among the best. So he's going to be doing his stuff, going out there and doing it a lot and doing it early in fights. Especially considering one of his skills, that could end up being very useful. All right, let's talk about his evolving trait. He begins at rank 0 being immune to freeze. At rank 1, he also becomes hardened, which means he has an extra 20% chance to resist negative status effects. Kind of useful. And at rank 3, he really gets useful in terms of support. He has a status cast for area precision, which means your team is going to have a lot better chance of actually hitting and landing, you know, hits and also effects too. It kind of does work that way. So he's actually got a pretty good evolving trait, you know, for a support individual. All right, in terms of support too, I'd also like to point out the fact that he does have the Relic banner. So you could put a charging banner on him, and when his turns comes up, which of course he's fast, so his turns are going to come up a lot, he's going to be hopefully refilling the stamina of your teammates that need it. So very good relic for a support individual. All right, let's just get down to the skills. All right, his base attacks. Remember, the basic attacks are now in there now. Shine in the Abyss. Deals heavy thunder damage to one enemy, applies daze to one enemy. All right, it's a 0 cooldown. It's got a low cost, so that might be something you want to throw in there in case you get your cooldowns activated, because he doesn't really have any protection for that. All right, the next one is Charged Wave. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies. 0 cooldown, 30 damage. I'm a little confused on that one. They call it Charged Wave, but it's special damage. If it's charged, wouldn't it be thunder? I mean, just like the name, it's like, wait a minute, charged? Special? That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, that's decent, but, you know, again, his power isn't really something you're going to do that with. I mean, he's not really a damage dealer. I mean, I keep that first one because it's heavy damage, which is okay. It also does a little bit of daze, so it's going to hurt the accuracy of the individual he lands it on a bit. But it's also 0 cooldown, so that kind of thing can be useful. Mostly he doesn't really have cooldown issues, but, you know, it's something to consider, right? All right, let's get down to the tiers, right? Starting at tier 1. Sea Jolt. Deals low thunder damage to all enemies, applies shock to all enemies. Okay, that is much better than Charge Wave, obviously. First of all, it's actually thunder, right? He's a thunder creature. But giving shock to the enemies, that's actually pretty darn good right there, you know? If there's extra turners over there, and even if there isn't, you know, you're shutting down extra turning by putting shock on somebody, by the way. But even if there isn't, it's a torture effect. And it's got a 1-round cooldown, fairly low cost for a mythic too, so that's not such a bad thing at all, right? Keep on that. I'm going to just throw that in the background. Not a bad thing to do. All right, the next one is situationally good and situationally great. All right, electron flow. You know, every time I look at that, for some reason, I see Eeltron, which is interesting because this would be good against Eeltron because Eeltron is actually thunder. Electron flow applies thunder immunity and stamina regeneration to allies. 1 round cooldown. All right, so stamina regeneration is great, of course. Once again, I mean, you could do that with a charging banner, but if you can put that as a skill, that's a wonderful thing. Thunder immunity. That could be very good situationally. Now, if there's nobody on the other side that's thunder, well, it's not going to do very much. But if you're in a war, and one of the requirements is a thunder individual, yeah, and you're fighting somebody and you see the other one's going to be like maybe Dr. Watts. Dr. Watts is almost entirely thunder attacks, by the way. Yeah, that's a really good idea then. You know, you might want to just swap that in for a little bit of gold or something like that because, yeah, that would be very, very useful in a situation like that, right? Just shut him down. All right, so that's pretty good too. Also, it would kind of hurt someone like Azila. She's got a special attack, but really it's her thunder attacks that are really going to do damage. So that would actually be very useful situationally. I mean, the stamina regeneration is good. But, I mean, the other part could be great, depending on the situation. All right, moving down to Tier 2. Lightning Swing. Deals low thunder damage to one enemy, applies shock and daze to one enemy, gives extra turn to itself. Now, we've seen things like this before, recently, in a couple of individuals. The difference is this one does 2 things. It does the shock, and it does daze. And then it gives an extra turn. For him, I'm absolutely keeping that. Because... you know, the thing about it is, like, for instance, if you say you wanted to go with, just say, Sea Jolt, and then the next turn comes around, you could just do that one again just by using this. I mean, I wouldn't do that with Sea Jolt. He's got some other things that you might want to get back quicker, so I would definitely take that with him. See, he's got a couple of skills that are, this would be nice to take, and others, yeah, you have to take this, because this is like a defining thing, and we're getting to that actually next. So definitely going to take that one. All right, and then we have Electrifying Boost. Applies triple damage to one ally for 1 turn, applies shock to one ally. Now, I don't really like it when they put torture effects in, but for triple damage, I'll take it. Now, obviously, you're not going to do this to somebody who's like an extra turner. You know, I mean, you're not going to put this on Prince Charmless and expect him to kill everybody. You're not going to do it with Xyla too. Anybody, and if you're talking mythics, you know, Nightingale and Nor, no, you're not going to. Who are you going to put this on? You're going to put this on like Armor Claw. You're going to put it on Dr. Watts. You're going to put it on Carthor, right? Anybody who's got that really big, maybe group attack, who's just going to kill everybody, maybe just end the fight right there. So that one, very good. And the good thing about shock is, yes, it's going to block you from doing extra attacks. But I don't believe that hurts your power or your accuracy at all. It just kind of blocks extra attacks. Gonna do damage. Yeah, but I mean, the thing about it is if it's triple damage and you put it on somebody big, I mean, the fight just might be over after he attacks. So who cares, right? All right, so that one is absolute must. You have to take that one. That is class defining, right? That's him right there. All right, and then let's move down to Tier 3. Dance of Thunder. Applies precision and damage boost to all allies. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe you want to take that one. You know, it depends. I mean, it's only a damage boost, but you're probably playing in the realm of mythics at that point, so it's a little bit more significant. Yeah, I mean, you talk about someone like Incognita, who's got nearly the same skill, only it's double damage, but in the world of like mythics, that's kind of powerful, isn't it? So maybe what you want to do is you could just do that one with the extra turn and then come back and do that. You know, or maybe, you know, if you're faster than like everybody else, maybe you could just do that at the beginning of a fight. I mean, he's not going to be your controller, right? So you might have your control going really fast, right? And your control does something really bad to the other side. Then he comes in, and then he gives a boost to everybody. And then maybe your damage dealer says, okay, I got a big boost, and I got precision, I'm not going to miss. Boom, you're all dead. That kind of thing. I mean, you know, the thing about it is if you got a good enough damage dealer, that can do a lot. So that's kind of useful. It's supporty, right? All right, the last one is useful. It's not really flashy or anything like that. I don't know why it's the bottom one, though. You know, it's the Tier 3 bottom one. Usually that's like the big one. Golden Flood. Removes all negative status effects from all allies. I mean, that's useful. It's a 2-round cooldown. It's just, I don't know why that's the last one. You know, if I was going to be arranging them, I probably would have put the triple damage down at the bottom because that's his big one right there. So I'm just questioning the order, you know. But that's very useful if you want to take that. I mean, at this point, you figure you got a whole bunch of tools here. What are you going to take? You know, that kind of thing. You got to take the triple damage, obviously. I would say you also have to take the other tier 2 one with the extra turn and the shock and the daze because that's just really kind of useful. Other than that, you got the group attack that does shock. You got the immunity with this. You got to figure out what you're going to do with him. But he's got a lot of tools here that you could put together in order to make a good support individual. And like I said, with the Thunder immunity one, you may not run with that one all the time, but if you're going to take him into war, you may want to make a quick adjustment to make sure you have that, right? Anyway, this is Urcann, and he is going to be part of what is happening on Friday. Because that is what is going to be replacing the maze on Friday morning. When the maze ends on Friday morning, we're getting Urcann's Tale, right? Which means it's going to be a progressive island, and you're going to have to go through it in order to get stuff. So when you get up on Friday morning, remember, the first thing you have to do is you have to unlock the first one with all your little tokens. Because if you start collecting money and things like that, none of that's going to count. So the first thing you have to do is you have to unlock, you get like an avatar, I believe, you get his little avatar. You have to unlock that first. Otherwise, anything else you do does not count at all. And that's going to run for 4 days. It usually runs for 4 days, right? And basically at that point, you're going to be doing the progression, and you're just going to have to try to figure out how you're going to do it. At what point do you maybe use gems to push it along? Right. They usually do the 20 gems, the 30 gems, and the 50 gems, you know, very much like we just saw with WYRMLAD. They might make changes to it. You never know. They might put stuff in there as well. I think they used to insert the scroll. I don't know if they're going to do that. You know, a little boost scroll. If you get to the boost scroll, it boosts. I don't know if they still do that. Or they just put that into the Legends Pass now for those people. But yeah, that's the thing. Make sure you unlock that. And then at some point, you know, if you get stuck, you may just have to use gems to push it along. I'm looking up at 202. I haven't gone through very much of the hard dungeon yet for the gems. But I'm questioning whether or not I'm going to have enough to do that or not. I mean, we are going to get the other dungeon. I mean, it's going to continue to Monday. And I'm going to get that dungeon on Monday. So I guess it just depends on how well I can move it along, right? How well any of us can move it along. I'm just thinking in terms of myself. All right, I just talked about Friday. This is going to start on Friday. I did skip over Thursday. The only thing they're doing on Thursday is they're doing like capitalized bleeding. I don't know. They didn't put anything out in terms of that I saw on who's going to be available. You know, it really had to be somebody amazing for me to care at this point, you know, just like that, in terms of a legendary. And then they're going, let me put it this way, they're doing capitalized breeding, like they say, right? They're doing that Thursday and Friday. On Saturday, it's going to be top monster breeding. So which one do you want to use your temple for? You know, that kind of thing. Because the temple's only going to run for 2 days. So you might want to consider, do you want capitalized or do you want top monster? Maybe it's somebody you really, really want. So you have to make that decision for yourself. And then there's going to be 2 paths for mythics this weekend as well. I think it's Friday and Saturday we're going to get Quaxelcroc for owners of Quaxelcroc, of course. And then a Sunday and, of course, Monday, Ilion. Once again, for owners of these. It's very important to actually get these individuals so that when these paths open up, you actually have them available to you, right? And next week, of course, on the schedule, they're going to be doing a Relic Island for Moonhaze. You know the way it works is it's just going to be another progression, and this is probably going to be after, I'm guessing the Tails is done, once the Tails thing is done for Urcann. And you can get cells and you can get relic chests and stuff like that, and they're going to have some big relic, diamond relic that's specifically good for Moonhaze. So that's something. And of course, probably next Friday, there's going to be the next maze, you know, the other half of what we've seen already. And that's going to be called the Metal Legends Maze. So we'll have all of that to look forward to. Anyway, I think that is about everything that we have. There is a couple of things, though. One thing I meant to do on Saturday, completely forgot about it, though. is that we were doing Nemesis days, and I finally had enough Nemesis cells to do something. Actually, I had more than I needed. I thought it was 100. They changed it to 80, so I was able to actually get somebody, so I rolled for a Nemesis, and I think I kind of lucked out. Let me know if I was right about this. I'm going to try to hatch him whenever I can. I think exclusive... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. I think the exclusive will show it to me. Yes, I got Talos, the automaton. So I think I kind of lucked out with that one. So I will try to wake him up when I can. Yeah, Nyciel is still there, by the way. Yeah, I mean, there's just no time to do anything and no space to do anything. And, you know, since they've basically abandoned the Forsaken, it's a little hard to get enthusiastic about them. Just saying. All right, and what else do we have? Oh, we also have a whole bunch of chests. I should have stayed here, too. All right, so here's the thing. I did hatch my Incognita. I haven't raised her up or anything like that. But as a result, I got an extra 10 Monster Legend birthday chests. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open all of them at once. Well, I can't open them. I'm going to open the first one by itself. So we're going to see if I get any fabulous prizes, which means I'm probably going to get a lot of bronze relic chests, which means I'm going to open them up, by the way. All right, so let's just see what we get in here. After this, I'm just going to open them all. Oh, yippee! Another rank 4. All right, now I'm just going to say open them all. And I'm going to say skip. All right, so what do we get here? 40 Ember. Well, no, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, more WYRMLAD is good. Okay, I got 2 of those. Okay, what is that? Okay, wait a minute. I don't know what that is. I guess that's another chest for me to open up. How many of these did I get? 18. Okay. How many of these? 19. Okay. All right. What do we have here? Oh, I got 2 more of these? All right. Well, let me just open these up. I probably got them from opening up lots of stuff, right? Elementium. Very useful. Let's just go through these rank 4s. Watch. They're all rank 4s. Ooh, there was a 5. But then there was a couple of 3s, too, so it works out, right? All right, what is this? That's actually very good. I have been trying to get her, so no complaints about that. No complaints. All right, so let's open up some relic chests and see how many diamonds I get, right? Okay, that's a silver. That's a good place to start. I want diamonds, though. Let's see. I know I'm not getting any diamonds. If I get one single... I don't see anything that's shining like gold. No, I don't. Yep, no gold here. Okay, no gold here. All right. Silver, that's going to be 6 silver. Watch, that's going to be 5 silver here now. Watch. It's always silver. It's nothing but silver. All right, but I do have 1 gold, so let's see if we get a good one. Great healing essence. When the turn ends, if the wearer's life is below... Yeah, sure, that's good. That's good. Healing 1? That's very good. Okay, I'll take that. As if I have a choice in the matter, right? Okay, I got her. I was hoping to get her, so that's actually not so bad at all. That's not so bad. I was looking for pieces to put her together, but now I got her, so that's okay. If I was going to get somebody, at least it wasn't a waste. So that's good. I mean, I've heard other people actually got Forsaken and, of course, Mythics, but that would be great. Oh, by the way, my final roll here was another Svart. So I believe that's 100 cells for him. And with the, where is it, of course? For those of you who are playing it, right here. All right, so how about that for a fight, right? Just a hair left, but he won. Just a hair left. So I'm kind of hoping to get over there. I'm using as many scrubs as I can before I actually get all the way over there, you know? Maybe we'll just do 1 fight. I think you can take the rest of the dungeon off, dude. You earned your money. Yeah, these, how much does he actually get? Is he going to show me? Yeah, it's not going to show you what he's got. All right, so obviously we're changing this team. I'm saving my final team, which is going to be Pierceed, who, by the way, now is 110. Dun Ra and Morgs. That's going to be my final form. So I'm using whatever I can to get me there, right? So you notice I've basically been trying to use scrubs. Let's see. So just do one here. Okay, it puts me all the way at the bottom, which is a little on the annoying side. So I need some kind of denial. I can throw Felix in there. He can do good damage. But I do need some kind of denial. Let's see. Oh, I could do that. All right, we'll throw Fido in. All right. Do I want to go with Vincent in case I need to resurrect somebody? The problem is he can't do a lot else. Will you stop putting me at the bottom? I guess it's substituting for... I could use Felix. All right, we'll put Felix in. And then I'm thinking I would rather hold off on... I don't want to use Helgedin yet, you know, because I want her to be like in the spot just before the end. Oh, wait a minute, I have an idea. I got some 105s up here. See, I'm holding on to him, and you can see Angelina's in there now. I could do... Oh, Carlo was already played. I already played him, and look how hurt he is, so I can't do that. All right, let me go with Mr. Smiley. See how that works out. I'll just do one fight here. I just want to get over there, right? All right, let's see how this... Oh, they're like immune to possession, aren't they? Oh, that's all kinds of ugly. All right, that's... Well, I might get the other guy. Oh, he wasn't. That's actually interesting. All right. Yeah, what am I going to do here? Gain stamina, extra turn. I don't need that one. I need to take stuff away. He's... Okay, you know what? I guess nightmares, right? Okay, I need you, if possible, to kill her. That's what I need. All right, Angry Eyes effects. I actually have another one of him. I really should wake it up. Very heavy. Yes, kill her, please. Okay. Oh, that's a very nice shield. Okay, this is turning out very well. Kill him. Interesting. Well, at the moment, I can't possess him. What else can I do? Gain stamina. I don't want to gain stamina. That's going to hurt him a lot, though. All right, that's going to hurt. Thinking about it, he's going to be drained of stamina. All right, I'll worry about that later. Because the health and stamina carries over, of course. And big spenders, where's the food? Anytime now. Anytime now. Thank you. Oh, it's money. There was another one that was food. Yippee. All right, I'm just trying to crawl my way over. I think this team could probably make another step. But as I said, I think this will probably be the last stop. If I do have problems, I'm going to pull up my big team for that. So I very least want to get that. That way I can rank up Morgs, since I have 100 cells of him sitting right there. And it won't cost me any of my ember, my precious, precious ember. Anyway, that's kind of it. The war where we finally got kicked out of the Legendary League. We faced a really tough team, so we were able to start the wars for now. But unfortunately, that was earlier today, so that's going to be tomorrow. I don't know the way the day works out, whether we'll have it on Saturday or not. Be nice, though. Anyway, there isn't really a lot left now, except, of course, for PvP. And I have no idea what kind of teams we're going to be getting, so let's just go in there. We don't have any, like, amazingly, powerfully, deadly teams, but we'll see. We'll see if we can find good matches here. All right, so let's begin. Our first team today was suggested by Sonic O. King. And Sonic O. King was the proud winner of Bob. A lot of people ask for Bob. If you're going to ask for Bob, have like an alternate or another team. Because remember, if somebody else uses a monster and you ask for a team with that monster, yeah, they got him. I don't do repeats inside of these, right? We got 4 fights, hopefully. and 12 monsters. 12 unique monsters. All right, and of course going with him, and he's wondering, how did this ever happen to me? Why am I here? I don't know why I'm here. Somebody save me. Where is he? Yeah. Trunks is wondering, what? I'm kind of wondering it myself. And finally, this is a water team, by the way. And then we're going with... I have this weird feeling that Bob will be the final one standing. At least on my side. He usually is. Yeah, Elsa. Okay, so let's see what we can get here. I think up the middle would be asking a little bit too much, especially since you have Dr. Watts there. I mean, can I freeze them? Thing is, they're going to be going first. I mean, there's no way that Elsa's going to be able to go before the Armored Claw. It's just not going to happen. I'm tempted to do the team on the left, but the thing is, Bob is overpowered for that team. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go up the middle, and we're going to see what Bob can do to them. Because, yeah, I don't think Trunks is going to be very deadly here. Yeah, take that shield down. So we're going with a good fight. They don't have any speed, but I'm pretty sure that one of them is going first. Yeah, that surprises me. I'm surprised that he's not ranked up and he doesn't have any... He's 100? He doesn't have any speed? Oh, he does have speed. Okay, how did I miss that? All right, well, unfortunately, this fight just went bad. I shouldn't have done it. Sorry about that. Well, as my prediction went, Bob was the last one standing. On our side. All right, sorry about that. I thought it might be a closer one. I was mistaken. If Elsa had gone out ahead and gotten some freezes down, it might have worked out a lot better. But, yeah, it didn't happen. And I have no idea why Trunks was in there. I really don't. All right, so let's move on. Our second team today was suggested by Grady Goeb. I think that's the way you say it. And Grady wanted to see going over to Metal. He doesn't like the fact that he's being overshined these days. That Glamhead guy. He's just a one-hit wonder. All right, so let's move on here. And we're going to be going with Fire. And in the Fire, we found Bram. And finally, over in Water, we have Tara. So we actually have a full legendary team here. So we're probably going to stay away from like all mythical teams. You know, maybe one or something like that. Only I don't see anything here. So let's just do a refresh. Oh. Okay, for a minute there I thought that was Urcann over there, and I see that it's Drek, so no, absolutely. I'm thinking, that might be a good fight. No, it's actually not a good fight at all. Elvira. That means the other two get to go first. Yeah, I don't like those odds. Nope, don't like those odds at all. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, there's an epic over there. So that's my excuse for not fighting the team on the left. It has nothing to do with Terra in regards to him. Up the middle. I mean, the Baylor could be fast and might have denial. It's just that I don't think that there's any chance of him getting in front of Terra, that's all. Over here, they got levels, but let's face it, they're not really very deadly. But I mean, I really got to pick one of these. All right, so I'm picking the one up the middle. Okay, they're very meaty. All right, unfortunately, they don't have any stamina. All right, let's see. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about resurrection, you know, that's got to be where you go first, right? And boom, you're dead. And that's going to hurt you a lot. I'd like to get rid of you and just have the mountain there, right? All right, let's think. I might get a stun off on him. It's low damage, though. All right, I'm going to shout for vengeance against you. Because you guys don't have any stamina. Do I want to... I'll get a chance to boost him again. All right, chill. No chill there. Okay, what'd you do? Oh, you shielded yourself. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to boost. It's kind of a waste for him, though. Because he has a cooldown issue. Let's see. Alright, now I want to get the stun on you. Okay, finish you. Alright, then it's us against the mountain. Alright, stabby stabby, no freeze. Okay, you know we're going to hit you. Of course, you just increased your... Alright, well, let's just start picking away at you. And let's keep picking... Okay, that's actually the last one? No, this one right here. Fortunately, he got refilled with stamina. And this is over. Kane's very good. And spin. Yeah, I actually like those. I don't want the maze coins. I'm done with the maze. Okay, so that worked out a little bit better, but we didn't really get strong teams there. This would be kind of interesting. All right, let's see who's coming up next. Our third team today was suggested by George Angel. I hope I said that right. And George wanted to see, this one is a little lacking in denial, but it does have some power to it, so hopefully that works out. And then finally, we're going over to Eric. All right, so, I mean, Alex is the closest thing we have to denial over there, and he's 115, and Sparta's 115, and of course we have Eric over there. So let's see, what do we have here? I think I might go with that team. The thing about it is, what's the chance of me getting something that's that strong? I mean, these guys might beat us. It really depends. It depends on Angenica. She could be real pain. And chances are she's probably going first because, well, she's 120, right? And she probably has some speed on her. All right, this might go down in flames, but you know what we're going to run into? We're going to run into teams like we're looking at the right there. So we'll hopefully it turns into a good fight, though. That's all. Good fight. Oh, wow, you in the front. You have a big... Okay, you have no speed at all. None of you have any speed. All right, well, we'll have to see how that works out. Oh, you're in trouble. Armor Claw is going first. Oh, what did you get? Fire protection. Takes half damage from fire. Was this random? No, it wasn't. Okay, let's see. Can we get some stuns down? You in the front. You're immune to stun. What about your friends? Okay, not so much. All right, Should I try to take one of them? Okay. They have a... I'm not doing a lot... Oh, that's fire damage. They're only going to take partial damage from that. All right. So this is the one I have to use. All right. So we'll do that. Okay, that was mean. All right. Let's see what we can do. You know, in a way, I think I want to get rid of Angenica first. Okay, I think I can get rid of two of them. Boom. And yeah, you up there. Get rid of the support. Okay, so let's see. You're immune. Okay, so why don't we do this so that he can evade? All right, and here's the thing. That's still going to be half damage. He can't do anything else. He doesn't have the stamina. I don't think he's going to kill him, so I'm going to charge. Okay, he's going to heal himself. Boom on the head. And a whole bunch of boom on the head. Okay, kind of a mistake to put a team like that together without having Angenica with speed so she could get out and disable traits and stuff like that. I mean, that was a strong team. It's just that I don't think it was configured properly. If she'd been fast, I mean, she was 120. She had any speed at all. She'd been out ahead of us, disabling traits. All right. Okay, yeah, that's the reason right there. Okay, wow, do we want to do that? I guess we'll find out. All right, let's go with our final team for today. Our fourth and final team today was suggested by Azan Doha. And Azan wanted to see... And making his first appearance, of course. Pretty sure he's fire. Making his first appearance... Actually, I should have filtered by Mythic, because this is going to be WYRMLAD. Alright, so I put a couple damages and a good old life on him. I was thinking, do I want to put speed on him for that last one? And I figured, you know what? He's got a good strength. Why not just take advantage of it? Because his skills aren't really damaging. He does a lot of torture. But you know what? Why not have him hit harder? Alright, next up, we have... in light... Eerie. He's in there now. Alright, and finally... someone who actually came up earlier, and a very odd choice for this. I mean, I don't know what the individual was thinking. Maybe they were thinking about the buff. But here's the problem. Both of these individuals, including WYRMLAD, is going to be much faster than her. Because he's a mythic, so he's just good. He doesn't need speed to be faster than a legendary, right? Obviously, Eerie is going to be doing blinding for us. Okay, well, there are two. I got two 100 mythics. This individual has two 100 mythics, right? I then have, I think it's a 100. So you know what? I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this one over here because the chances of me running into something this strong again, yeah, probably not. I think that's Moonhaze. I do not know Moonhaze. I haven't hatched mine. I don't have, oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, put some. I mean, you got a couple of like silvers up there. Put one rune, just one. I mean, you did select this individual, you know, to be on this team, right? Okay, what do we got? Oh, we have an immune to blindness down here. All right, that's going to be unfortunate for us. All right, so did you miss me? Sunburn, days, and blindness. Okay, she did most of what... Oh, she didn't get the blindness on Moonhaze. Okay, you got the stun down. Well, you got one stun down. See, in this situation, I would really like it if Incognita did go first. Yeah, hit a guy when he's down. Ouch. You know what? I have this cunning trick for you. Well, actually, I was thinking for a minute that was going to be remove negative status effects. It isn't. So it's not really very useful. Oh, you took all of that off of yourself, didn't you? I should just put all of that back. Well, that's true. You were doing that other stuff, weren't you? I'm a little concerned about Moonhaze. Do I want to put Total Blind over there? All right. Uh-oh, what? Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to kill them. Nope. Okay, okay, now maybe we have a bit of a problem. Oh, no, don't kill her. I was counting on using... Oh, never mind. Okay, that's annoying. You. He hasn't even gotten a chance to attack. Boy, you hit the wrong target. Boy, you... Oh! Duh. Well, that's annoying. He didn't even get a chance to attack once. Alright, it's over. Alright, that, yeah, the resist on Moonhaze of the blindness was a big problem because you got the stuns down. At least the stun on Quaxelcroc there. So that was kind of ugly. Sorry about that, but unfortunately, that's what happens. You want to pick a good fight. Sometimes a good fight doesn't come out the way you want it to. Okay, and that's it. All right, so tomorrow we're going to have capitalized breeding going on. On Friday, the Maze and the WYRMLAD event are going to be going away, of course, and we're going to have, where is it? Urcann's Tail Island, and that's going to be the progressive. Don't forget to unlock the first stage there with your little tokens if you have collected them all. And Saturday, we're going to have a top monster breeding event, and there's going to be paths over the weekend for Quaxelcroc and Ilion. I seem to need those extra cells. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now, so thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it, and play games because games are fun. See ya.